I mean, hindsight, come on, baby. I feel like I'm speaking to someone personally right now, baby. Hindsight is always 2020, and at some point you have to just give yourself grace. At some point you have to, I'm hearing shame, you have to stop shaming yourself. At some point you have to realize that you were doing the very best that you could do at that current time, and you need to let it go. You need to take the information you now have and do whatever you feel is best to do with it now. You know, the past helps to teach us and renew us. It's funny because you would think that was the future, right? But no, the past comes up to give us these lessons, to give us these tests over and over, to make sure that we truly get it. It's like in school, you have classwork, then homework, then a quiz, then the big test. It's like, do you really get this concept, or are you just copying, or do you just know how to find the answer, but you don't really understand the process? And a lot of the times in life, we try to skip the process. So these things will come up again, and that's been happening for me. And I'm starting to see that it's when you're authentic that you're in alignment. Not being in alignment with things that you think you should be in alignment with, right? Because we can all be chameleons. We can all blend in. You know, I want my husband's family to like me, so I'm going to put on this head wrap. Oh, I want my wife's family to like me, so I'm going to wear my best watch. We do that, right? Person of color, too many white people at work. You know what happens. Customer service, we know what happens. Come on. So we're able to do these things, but why? Why would we? What is the point of being individually born? Why weren't we all just born at the same damn time then? Trends and happenings and technologies change over time, and so do we. And we have to honor every phase of ourselves, just like we honor every decade in history. We would sit in school and we would look at those history books, and we would spend weeks on a decade. We would make sure we knew what happened in that decade. We were tested, and we knew what happened in the 20s and what style they were wearing in the 50s and the war that happened in the 30s, or whatever the fuck, whatever. We need to honor ourselves the same way. We need to study ourselves the same, if not more amount. We need to pour back into ourselves. And that, this is a powerful message for me. That's why I talk to myself and then I talk to you, because there has been so many rooms that I have been placed in that I was made to feel that I didn't belong in, and or made to feel like I did belong in. It's just me and me. It's just me and me. Somebody needs that affirmation. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, it's just me and you. It's just me and you, baby. We got this. You know, because at some point you are tending to your inner child. That's why these life events happen. I do believe that becoming a mother has helped me to see how I needed to be loved, right? How I felt I needed to be loved, though in reality I was loved the way I needed to be loved so I could be who I am. But back to the point, to have these life experiences to then really drive home the lessons we're meant to live in this lifetime, so that we can produce not just children, but our purposes, things to assist. We go through these things for a reason. And some of us have to go through different things for different reasons, or for the same reasons, but we all learn differently. And I feel like I've used this example before, but who cares? It's a good one. Some people learn best from reading. Some people learn best from hearing. Some people learn best from seeing or touching, whatever sensory input is best received and best, I'm hearing computed, but we're all different in those ways. So again, can we respect and love ourselves for being different? And, maybe one year that's how we study, but the next year we can study with music on, whatever phase of us, to really, really show much more respect and reverence. We are so big on teaching each other how to respect someone else. You need to respect your elders. You need to respect your boss. You need to respect your pastor. You need to respect, whoever. I don't recall not once in my life hearing someone tell me you need to respect yourself, unless it was out of shame, unless it was you need to do better, or that's how you treat yourself. Oh, if everybody jumped off a bridge, you would. Whatever demeaning response could be given in that moment to not affirm me or teach me, but to shame me into honestly repeating the same behavior. Because if I don't feel I'm worthy of better, then why would I make a better decision? This is why we have to teach our children these things. This is why we have to teach ourselves these things, to know ourselves and to love ourselves, so then we can correct ourselves, because that's the true discipline that everyone pretends. Turn this heater off because it's getting hot in here. That's the discipline that everyone thinks they know. Spare the rod, spare the child. You wouldn't need the rod if you loved and respected the child, if you knew the child, if you watched the child, if you could see the child, if you could feel the child. You can't, because you don't know yours, because you weren't taught to. And that's where the empathy for human life and humankind comes from, is understanding that sometimes it's just ignorance. And it can be blissful. It can be blissful. All these dystopian films out about someone cracking the code, someone breaking the glass ceiling, someone waking up. Barbie even. Pay attention. At some point, you have got to realize you have also been placed in the rat race, and it isn't enough to identify that there is one going on and other people are running in it. What place are you in? I'm done. It's only been 16 minutes. It always feels like so long. Authenticity. I'm always talking to me first. Authenticity. Be who you are first. My mouth is itching. Someone has been itching to say something, or spirit has been urging you to say something. Even me, spirit is urging me to put these things out there and to just be authentic and to just say these things without filtering them and to just be myself without filtering her. It's funny because sometimes we'll do something physically that manifests in the spirit and we don't even really know it. We're just being led. I haven't used a photo filter and I don't know how long. I think the last one I used was like a color gradient, but the ones that really morph your face, I have not used in years. I wasn't even on Snapchat. Again, not a brag, but it's just beautiful how these things happen. Obviously not a brag because everybody's different. Anyways, yeah. And if you don't get that, then hop the fuck off of this. However you're watching this, I don't even know how I'm putting this out, but someone needed to hear that. But anyway. Just to be able to be yourself is so freeing and it's so beneficial, because if you don't offer up what you have to offer in the world, what are you going to do? Let other people do it? Even if you were willing to lay down and die and allow that to happen, it wouldn't be done right because they are not you. And at some point you learn to realize that that's the true sin, that's the real mark against you. That's the real thing you'll be judged for. Did you love? Did you see? Did you hear? Did you pay attention? Did you do your best? Did you try to walk in your purpose? No matter what that purpose is. Yeah, now my throat is getting scratchy. Yeah, I get it. It's getting too heavy. Yep, I'm hearing that song from 3LW. It's getting too heavy for someone. It's getting too heavy for whatever I'm disturbing right now. So gratitude. I'm grateful. This is going to be good. I just have so many messages. It's just time. It's a synchronicity of the word release, the act of releasing. It's just time. Sometimes you get so full up, and again, material or physical to spiritual. I've just been realizing, like, as little as I thought I had, I have so much damn stuff. And I've just been wanting to sort through it. So we gotta do these things and these exercises on every level, not just one. Gratitude.